Hi everyone. I just got an email from someone asking me how do we calculate percentages with multiple scores. Here's what I want to say to you. What you have to know is that there are laws of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction that we have been using all these years from primary school to all the courses that we have taken in our math courses. So some of the videos that I wanted you to look at were in our last week tutorials. So if you look at this video, this one, it helps you to kind of like have that idea of what do you do first when you have to divide, when you have to multiply, when you have to subtract, which comes first if you are dealing with Excel. Just like also if you are going to calculate percentages and you've got different scores. Let's suppose you've got one out of 8, 4 out of 7, 3 out of 10. You've got different scores there, and how do you calculate them into a percentage? That's what someone has asked me. So here's what I've done. I've decided to use the data that we have, that I've given you to play with. So I'm just going to go to there. So this is the data that is similar to what I have given you to kind of like use in sorting, calculating percentages and stuff like that. You will also have this kind of spreadsheets with answers for today's tutorial so that at least you can check your formulas. So there are so many ways of getting to the percentage. But this is how I find it easy for me to do, how I do it myself. But other people might tell you something. But me, the simplest way is to go this way. So you know that this one is a division sign, this one is a multiplication sign, and then all of us will know the addition signs. So first, what I did was that I had to write the formula. This is the formula that I wrote in this cell. I opened my parentheses and then say sum of. So I wanted to add these scores that we have from B6 to what? To E6. I wanted to add that one first. That's what you see if you calculate. So I had sum of B6 to E6. Because once I calculate all this, then I have to divide them by the sum of scores up here. So I had to add now, divide by the sum of scores that are in, because these are not the same scores, are not out of 100, all of them. So this test was out of 20, this one out of 40, this one out of 60, and then this one out of 80. And we have to put into a percentage. So I had to add sum of all these scores over the total scores that we have up here. That's what I did. Then multiply by 100. As simple as that. That's how I write my formula. And then it gave me my answer. So after I actually got the answer, I had to now drag the answer down here, the same formula into all the, fill it out into all the cells, So with this, I think this is the easiest way that you can actually calculate your percentage with different scores. Another thing that I wanted you to kind of like learn on your own is that is, you know, the division sign, the multiplication sign, the addition or subtraction sign. What you need to do is, once you know that these are the answers that Dr. and Tuli have given you and the formula that they've given you, you can still play around whichever way you want to play around and see if you can still come up to the same one, to the same answer, because different people use their calculations. As long as you use the formulas correctly, like for example, someone might decide to say, I'm going to change the first scores into a percentage first, then I'll add together. That will be fine as long as you get to the same answer. So when I was learning how to use Excel, I would use also the calculator. First of all, I would calculate to see if my answer is correct using a calculator. Then I'll go ahead and now do the formula on the Excel so that at least I know whether the formula that I have is correct or not. So for this one, it's correct. So you can play around with your multiplication and addition. For example, you can decide, like I said, you can decide to say, to change 20 over 10 out of 20 multiply by what? But it will be a long formula by 100, then you plus 39 out of 40 times 100 plus, so that at least everything is already multiplied into 100 as you begin. But the problem with that kind of calculating, it will have a long formula for you. So for me, I decided to shorten it. So for you, you can actually play around with your percentages and then see which one works best for you. And as long as the answer is correct and it's easy for you to do your calculation that way, then it will be good. But make sure that you watch the video about our formulas, because I like the rules that you learn first. Addition comes first before what? Multiplication. Addition, division, then multiplication. That, like I did here, addition, division, then multiplication. So let me know if you have any other questions.